lot and a lot is happening right now. In fact, I like the event so far. I like the result of it. I like the action that is being taken. You might be wondering what I'm talking about, but still on justice for Mohbad. That's what we are on. You see, if that autopsy and toxicology had not been fake, had it not been a fake one, maybe people would have relaxed a little bit, because after the pathologist read out the result, the report at the coroner inquest, I observed that a lot of people were slowing down. People became lukewarm. People became tired. People became stressed. Like after 6 months, these people came with this emptiness. And now we have to go back to the beginning. We have to start pressing on those that are around Mohbad, and also citizens, anyone out there that can give us a lead way into solving this mystery. But lo and behold, fake autopsy, fake toxicology, made available by the DNA and autopsy department of whatever, of wherever, and also commissioner of lies and evil strategy, commissioner for scam, fake. You know who he is? He came live on Brekete, family TV show, and he said these words, that in Pennsylvania, United States of America, there is a laboratory where Mohbad specimen had been sent, and that we should calm down. Results will soon be presented. Well, you all know that that particular lab was contacted, and the lab made it public that nothing of such ever came to them. But prior to this, a certain woman in the United States that has access had already given that information. We gave it on this platform that there is nothing like that, nothing of such. But they think, or maybe they thought back then, if we give them whatever, they are going to lap it up, they are going to lick it. No, right now, Mohbad's father, Brekete, and everyone in support of justice for Mohbad is dragging them to the court. Wow, that is the reason why the pathologists refused giving Mohbad's father, handing it over to him, a copy of the said autopsy and toxicology. That is because they do not want Mohbad's father to hand this over to a professional in Nigeria and outside of Nigeria. They know that their lies might be detected, and presenting that copy, definitely there should be a stamp, a seal, or something that connects to the so-called laboratory. But because none of that is there, well, I like what is going on. Like I said, this is like a double, it's like using one stone to knock two birds. One, the liars of the liars. And of course, we will not stop on the DNA part of it. Elegusi, wahala. When you say wahala, trouble is right in the house of Elegusi right now. Let us listen and we'll talk more.
Saheed Elegusi, oh ni kure, oh ni kusi beta shwewa. Tí o bá bọ́ta tó sọ nǹkan tí Mohbad ṣe competition tó fi kú lé Mohbad kiri, tó bá sọ fún wa, because it is so obvious now there is something happening behind, because tí o bá jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn tó pa Mohbad, àwọn tó wà níbi tí Mohbad wà, wọn ò ní máa rìn on the street talking shock yín o. Ìjọ tí ó ka autopsy yẹn ni bàbá àti àpọ̀dá mú ìwà ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn náà ti sọ pé àwọn ò gbà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi?
Jesus is Lord.
Ẹ bá mi pè olórí burúkú Lagos State Governor Aṣiere, orí ẹ̀ dàbí báàtì tó fi ń play table tennis. Sanwó-Olú ẹrú ikú, ẹlẹ́nu wíwọ́ bí apá ajá.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
Tí gbogbo lójú náà, gbogbo nǹkan tí gbogbo ayé rí nígbà endsars tó rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó rí oríṣiríṣi kí ni inspector Babájídé kí ló ń pè é tó ṣe kí ni ẹ̀jẹ̀ bó ṣe káwọ́ sẹ́yìn ní bí adìyẹ tó jò pa tó ń wá kámẹ́rà kiri láìfù lọ parọ́ fún gbogbo world pé kò sí ẹ̀jẹ̀ the fact pé gbogbo ayé ló rí ẹ̀jẹ̀ dè ní ìwọ́n fẹ́ pa ọmọ tó ṣe rẹ̀kọ́dì yẹn ọmọ yẹn ti wà ní Canada sí ẹ ti mọ orúkọ commissioner yẹn minister yẹn Fáṣọlá ṣé lórí burúkú ni wọ́n ni ṣé àbínú àbí nǹkan tí mo sọ nǹkan tó ti mú wọn tó ti parọ́ yẹn tó ti mú jẹ they will lie to you all. Sanwo-Olu, when the body was exhumed, you promised us they are going to set up a coroner inquest panel to establish to the public what killed Mohbad. Olomu ìyàwó Falana òun ló ní kó ẹ̀ díẹ̀. Ó ti mọ̀ pé Falana ti lọ gba Wunmi. Ẹ wo game tó ń play bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Wunmi ti gba Falana ńgbà yẹn. Ṣé rántí ìyàwó Falana ló ní kó ẹ̀ dín inquest. Falana wá ń ṣe minimum of 4 times in a month. Ló jẹ́ kí inquest jẹ́. But up till now, and she inquest once in a month just because you want to frustrate Nigerians. We are not going to be frustrated. We die here. The bank got no grief for the government. We die here. Shall we actually need to see? What is up, autopsy was America. Because it's so glaring to the world now that something is fishing. Somebody killed Mohbad. Kí ló fi pa Mohbad mo ti sọ fún yín ọmọ wa Wunmi ló fi pa Mohbad Wunmi ti fẹ́ pa Mohbad tẹ́lẹ̀ ó wá ṣílẹ̀kùn ilé ó ṣí fún tàwọn ìta kan wọlé abẹ́ gbọ́ mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan náà tí odindi Nàìjíríà tó parọ́ fún gbogbo ìlú tẹ́ sọ pé èmi náà sọ bàbá Mohbad wá ń grant interview ẹ̀yin olórí burúkú kan tẹ́ ní jèrè ṣe ọwọ́ yín lárí àtọ̀run ẹ wá sọ pé bàbá ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù bàbá yẹn ń tẹnumọ́ ó sọ pé tó bá ṣe DNA lẹ́yìn òun máa mú ẹni tó pa owó òun. Why is Wunmi running for DNA? Ṣé DNA jẹ́ death sentence ni? Ẹ̀wọ̀ odindi ìlú odindi ọmọ kú tí ò ṣe pọ́lọ́ ń ya gbogbo ẹ̀yin politicians lágàn gbogbo yín lẹ bímọ bó ti jẹ́ pá bí ń wà ní ọmọ yín àwọn ọmọ yín bí olórí burúkú ló kúnnú wọn àwọn ọmọ tẹ náwó lé lórí kí ló dé kí la ṣe fún yín ganan kí la ṣe fún yín ní Nàìjíríà náà tẹ́ fi ń ṣe àwọn citizen báyìí ṣé ọmọ mẹ̀kúnnù kò ráyé wá ni ṣé ọmọ mẹ̀kúnnù ráyé wá ni ìtorí bàbá Mohbad ò ti ń ṣolówó ṣé ó lè jẹ́ Fẹ́mi Ọ̀tẹ́dọ́lá àbọ̀mọ Dangote Ọlọ́run ò ní jẹ́ kó kú ṣé ó lè já wọn ni kẹ́ sọ pé ẹ rí nǹkan tó pa Mohbad ẹ tí wọ́n ń parọ́ fún wa autopsy tẹ́ ẹ gbé lọ ẹ wo gbogbo bẹ ṣe waste time wa waste time wa o ìgbésí ayé yín lè waste ṣé nǹkan tí mo sọ yín waste time wa o ẹ wá waste odindi 10 weeks àwa ń dúró ebi ti sọ fún yín náà ẹ̀yin believe in that country but even believing in them or not we are going to get that justice mo ti sọ pé káwọn bàbá béèrè lọ́wọ́ San Wahab if it's possible for us to get a private investigator we will pay for it. We are not relenting. They are covering a lot. Go and defend the petition here. Tí o bá defend it, ojoojúmọ́ ni mama ṣe ṣòfin ni mama gbé ṣépè. Ó ti dojú ẹ̀sìn. Ṣèkí ò ń gbọ́ mi. Ṣèkí ò ń gbọ́ mi ó bí ọmọ tiẹ̀. Sọ fún Elegusi kó bọ́ta. Kó wá defend the petition. Tó bá ti defend it. Tó ti fún wa ní evidence pé òun ò mọ kankan pati nípa nǹkan tí Mohbad sọ. Wàláì, èmi kan máa kúnlẹ̀ máa bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ṣùgbọ́n tó bá dákẹ́ tó fi pé òun ṣe èrè. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ ọ̀kan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín ní ti private autopsy. Ìgbà tó sọ pé autopsy yẹn, ìgbà tó ti sọ autopsy wọn, ìjọ yẹn gangan làwọn bàbá ti kọ lẹ́tà, ni lọ́yà ti kọ lẹ́tà pé we want a private autopsy. Wọ́n ò lè accredit lẹ́tà yẹn. A kàn lè lọ ṣe private autopsy. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? We have to get the permission from the judge. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ó jẹ́ ká gba permission lọ́wọ́ judge ni. Òun mo sọ fún yín pé wọ́n ní judge lọ sí. Mo ń bọ̀. If you call me, I'll block you. Àwọn legal team wọ́n ti kọ letter sí court látijọ́ pé we want to do a private toxicology and autopsy. Ṣé bẹ̀ pé títí di bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Wọ́n ti assign judge fún wa. Kó fún wa ní authority láti lọ ṣe. Sanwó-Olú ẹ bá wa pariwo Sanwó-Olú Èkìtì state governor ẹ bára yín sọ̀rọ̀ please. Ọmọ ló kú yìí ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀ sẹ́ni one of you. Tí Wunmi bá mú eléyìí jẹsẹ́ ẹnu kan máa para wọn ní Nàìjíríà kó má sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ni. Àti kọ lẹ́tà ìpè afẹ́ private autopsy à ń dúró kán fún wa ní jọ́ọ̀jì kó sọ pé ká go ahead ni. Wọ́n assign jọ́ọ̀jì láti jọ́ yìí. Wọ́n assign jọ́ọ̀jì fún wa láti ṣe private autopsy. Àwọn olórí burúkú kan wá ń support Wunmi láti èní lọ ẹ máa hashtag Wunmi arrest Wunmi must die Wunmi náà gbọ́dọ̀ kú ẹ máa hashtag. Wọ́n fún bàbá ní copy fake autopsy yẹn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan náà? Wọ́n fún bàbá ní fake autopsy because wọ́n mọ̀ pé fake ni. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé tá bá gbé lọ síbòmí wọ́n máa rí pé fake ni. Wọ́n fún wa ní copy autopsy yẹn. Fake tó kàn court yẹn wọ́n fún wa. A tún put in pa fẹ́ ṣe private one. Wọ́n assign ẹ̀ sẹ́ni judge. Wọ́n kàn fi wá sí pending. DNA náà ṣẹlẹ̀ pé jẹ́ ká lọ sí court kọ́ lọ fún wa ní go ahead. Ipe okay kí ni reason tẹ́ ṣe fẹ́ DNA ó yẹ lọ ṣe. A ti put application sí court. Ìjọ date tó jẹ́ ká lọ court. Wọ́n pè ní pé ó ní judge ọ̀nà lọ sọ́lùdé pò di July ló tún fi yẹn sí. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń ṣe òkú ọmọ lọ́mọ. Ṣọ́lọ́run lè wò sùsù kó dáríjì àwọn politicians yìí. Ṣọ́lọ́run lè wò sùsù kó dáríjì Sanwó-Olú ẹlẹ́nu bí ìdérí ọtí. Ẹnu ẹ̀dá bí ìgbà tó bá ń súfèé olórí burúkú olórí pípa agbárí ẹ̀ bí báàtì tó fi ń play table tennis. Olóṣì ṣó lè jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ. Ìkà ò jẹ́ ṣé tí ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ Sanwó-Olú. And these people are acting under your directive, Sanwó-Olú, because you instructed that corona inquest. Or if one say corona inquest once in a month, who does that? Níbi tí ọ̀rọ̀ ikú ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Who does that? Ẹ go be ma mú jẹ ni. Ẹ lè mele jẹ. Mohbad lè máa pamọ́ nínú àwọn YouTube wa. Àfi ká má mọ̀. Mohbad lè máa pamọ́. Àṣemọ́yìn lẹ ti ṣe yẹn. Àṣemọ́yìn lẹ ti ṣe yẹn. They think where they wọ́n rò bí wọ́n rò bí pé àwọn olórí burúkú tó follow Ìyábọ̀ àti Tótó Díkè àwọn ló ṣe justice for Mohbad. Wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwa àkàndá èèyàn lọ́lọ́run fi sí díẹ̀. Because Nigerians, for who they are, they know they would have forgotten about this justice for Mohbad. And go and watch them on Instagram. Look, let them forget this case. We don't want it again. We are not forgetting. And you never go on social media for. We are going to talk about it every day. We are going to come to your face. We are not forgetting anything. Tó bá lè gbóhùn wa kó F lórí social media. Forgetting what? One of the ọmọ kú ẹni ká forget ẹ. Ẹ jẹ́ kí Lagos state government wá sọ òótọ́ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ fún wa. America ti sọ pé fake results lẹ́ka fún wa. And they are going to sue you. They are. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n ṣòfófó yẹn fún yín sìn.
What has Mohbad done against Oba Elegusi? That is the question that our guest is asking. What did Mohbad do to you? Now, ever since the autopsy report and toxicology report and whatever it is was read out by the pathologist, Mohbad's father and his cousin, brother, rejected and refused. They said, no, we will not wait for 6 months and all you will come out with is this trash. This is not acceptable. This does not hold water. This will not be accepted by you. We are not saying you are incompetent. We are simply saying you have decided to cover up. You have decided to lie. In fact, you guys are scam. Our guest is calling on the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and she described the structure of the head of the governor, claiming that the structure of the head of the governor is the reason why the governor cannot process things appropriately. And also, before I proceed, that the king also, well, I don't want to say what she said about that. Let us proceed. Still on justice for Mohbad. And she also went back memory lane during the NSARS when recordings and footages, in fact, it was processed by CNN, showing that the Nigerian army came out after electricity was cut off. At that point, the toll gate on the island of Lagos and shot sporadically into bystanders, protesters. But they claimed that nothing happened. They sent in Babajide Sanwo-Olu, former governor of Lagos State. He came around, he moved around with his hands behind his back, acting like he was there to investigate. Stupidity, isn't it? Eventually, he found a camera, a CCTV camera, miraculously. And they claimed that the miraculous CCTV camera was processed and that they would do due diligence. A lady who had a footage of what happened, she's a DJ. She had to get out of Nigeria. She is residing in Canada. So she's asking, why is there so much cover up? Now, she went to Femi Falana, the legal representative of Wunmi, who we heard hands up from Wunmi, but behind the scene is actually working. Now, Femi Falana's wife was the one who represented and did what lawyers do. Now, at the coroner inquest, a lot of things were done. They literally cut off social media, they cut off media, they cut off journalists from accessing the inquest. According to our guest, coroner inquest is supposed to sit at least maximum of 4 times in a month, that is once in a week, or 3 times. But what it did is once in a month. According to her, our conclusion is this: something is fishy, and that some group of people gathered together to RIP Mohbad. Particularly, the demise of Mohbad is attached to that little boy called Liam. Wunmi said it herself, that Mohbad has taken the space of RIP of Liam. I don't understand it. What does that mean? Who was after Liam's life? Why would Mohbad RIP on behalf of Liam? Wunmi, I thought your mom is a former police officer. I thought you guys have reach. If you can petition, how come you did not call your mom to help you get rid of these bullies or get rid of those that you claim attacked Mohbad or attacking Mohbad? The reason behind the failure or your failure to do this is because you and those people, you are one and the same. It is a slow process that eventually yielded this terrible result. Wunmi, you are the prime suspect. Now, when Mohbad's father went on TVC, it's a national platform. On this TVC, one of the women, one of them particularly, although 2 of them could be spotted or could be heard talking upside down, but one of them took it personal. She said she was a lawyer, or she's still a lawyer, I don't know. She had all her body covered in this kind of temperate region. She started saying that Mohbad's father was talking too much. Our guest is saying that she has covered her sense, covered her brains, and That is the reason why she's talking trash. Why will you say Mohbad's father is talking too much and that he should keep quiet? I don't understand. Can you keep quiet when fire is burning underneath you? Can you sit on it and pretend as if nothing is happening to you? Mohbad's father said this repeatedly without mincing words, reiterating it several times, that once DNA is done and sorted out, he will now come to conclusion on who took the life of Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, aka Mohbad. Wunmi knows that DNA is going to point fingers at her. DNA is going to pressure her more because people will want to find out who the father is. In fact, DNA result will give some people the ability. DNA will loosen the tongue of a lot of people whose eyes have seen, but because of evidence, because of being petitioned, because of being bullied, because of being attacked, they have kept their mouth shut. They know who the father of that child is. Yes, a human being can keep secrets from even their closest friend. Yes, they can. But in the case of Wunmi, I want to believe that she has this association of transformers. So one of them, or two or three, definitely will know what is what and who is who. Our guest is asking a simple question, and I'm sure you also want to ask the same question. Why is Wunmi running away from DNA test? Is paternity test a sentence to RIP? Like, once Wunmi gets DNA done, the life of Liam and herself will be taken out. No, she knows fully that this is not so, but she does not want to get DNA done. Getting DNA done, first, she will not be able to inherit Mohbad via Liam. 2, getting DNA done will pressure people to pressure her. I mean, those that are in support of her, there will be other pressure from people like us, from people like you. You will pressure those people and they will pressure Wunmi to tell who the father of that child is. Then thirdly, the final of it, the searchlight of justice will be centered on her. More death, audio recordings, video will start. You think people don't have these things? They do, but they are just being careful. Some are still contemplating, should we release this or not? Wunmi has gone around calling and speaking, please don't let me go to jail. Please, I promise you, once this thing is sorted out and I have access to the millions in Mohbad's account, I'll take care of you guys, okay? You are my childhood friend. Don't mess up. I know we used to be enemies, but please do not expose me. If Wunmi could go to the length of throwing charm, juju, multi into Mohbad's coffin, you should know that there is nothing that this lady and her family cannot do. What made them think of such? Why is that the only thing they want to do? Do you know that Wunmi risked the crowd? Because she is the one that told us, plus her sister Karimo, that Wunmi was about to be lynched. And she also lied that Mohbad's father had ordered the crowd to grab the baby, Liam, from her, off her. Is it possible? How can Mohbad's father tell those that it doesn't make sense. This girl, she's a liar and she's so empty. How can Mohbad's father, who is so confused, who is still thinking that he's dreaming, he cannot just understand that all the prayers he had made in his life, sacrifices, fasting, spiritual work, everything, loaning money to send Mohbad to school and to get him sorted out, This is a child that did not just come into their life without them knowing the destiny or the purpose of this young chap. They knew already that this is what this guy is going to be. This is the journey of his life. His father knew it already, that there is something on him. All of a sudden, everything just disappears. The man is like, what God am I serving? What is going on with me? Like, where did I go wrong? Should I have enforced certain things? Should I have blocked and stopped this girl? Should I have beaten this girl out of my son's life? Where did I go wrong? Confused. So that kind of man will now call the crowd and say, grab the baby from her. Does it make sense? The man was not even there. He wasn't even there. He had handed over to Mohbad's mother's younger brother, Adura and Darosha. So that is what she told us, that she had to have herself covered. She was smuggled there. And when she got there, no, she risked because she needed to do that herself. Why didn't a mother or sister or someone or relative help to throw the thing in the coffin? She had to do it herself because they had to complete the ritual. Like, if you don't do this, this boy's spirit or ghost will deal with you. You know what you guys did? So shut him down, shut him up. Do not allow him expose you. But because Mohbad is a child of, am I going to say covenant now? Not really a child of covenant, because his father and mother did not enter into any covenant with God or whatever. It was, when they sent someone into your life, this person, this child is going to break you guys out of poverty, and there is a mandate on him. So it is a covenant between himself and his creator. His father and mom were simply caretakers, and they were informed that we are going to place this in your hand to make an impact. You guys are going to benefit as the caretaker. That's it, nothing more. So Mohbad's father tried to an extent. Yes, he made mistakes. He tried to an extent, but he made mistakes. So is it that man that will now ask that a child be grabbed? If Mohbad's father had known that this was going to be this messy, although they had already prepared to fight Mohbad's father from the beginning, immediately before Mohbad cried, Wunmi and Mohbad's father were not, in that kind of space. They were not making conversation. So when Mohbad cried, they didn't even call him. If he had known, he would have taken that sample that day that he went there, but he didn't know. So this is a lesson to everybody. I know that at times when things like this happen, you'll be perplexed, you will be disorganized, but it's time to have a smartphone that records. Particularly those elderly people who go around with that touchlight phone, those analog / whatever phone. It's time to get a small smartphone. You don't have to know how to operate it for issues, cases like this that come up, so that you can record. Imagine Mohbad's father had recorded everything, recorded the CCTV, recorded everything. Imagine if he had not left that house and said, I'm going to call the police. Call the police. The police must come to this house. Rather than taking him to, oh my God, this is a lesson. But we hope and pray and we wish that none of this will happen to us. Let this be the last, because we don't want to have this experience for us to act. It's a bad thing. Now, about the private autopsy, which I believe Mohbad's father is working towards, they are going to stop that also. They will not allow that. They might allow it when they know that the biological clock of decay of Mohbad has come to that point where what they don't want Mohbad's father to discover these guys are going to do that. So Mohbad's father need authorization to have that private autopsy and toxicology done. People are ready to donate. People are ready to donate. Donation is like, I mean, we want to donate. But will they allow Mohbad's father? Will they permit Mohbad's father to carry out this autopsy? Imagine Mohbad's father cannot get authorization to get private autopsy and toxicology done. Can you imagine? He can't. Till today. He can't. What they will do is to kind of run around circles. They will come up with this bureaucratic circle. Once they try to throw some spanners, throw some stones on his pathway, the man will be stumbling like, but we are here because we know. So can you guys imagine? Mohbad's father has started his steps towards getting this done. They are not listening. They are not answering Mohbad's father. There is no judge or magistrate or whatever judge that will authorize. No one. Coming up with excuses because they don't want Mohbad's father to get anything done. These guys need to be routed out. They need to be dealt with. Even the autopsy report, like I told you, the so-called autopsy report, Mohbad's father does not have a copy. Can you imagine? He has no copy of it. So it can be not, I mean, like no autopsy was done. So if they will be giving that report to Mohbad's father, I am kind of thinking, I'm not saying that is what it is. There will be some redacting. They will redact some part of the report. I'm thinking, I don't know. But if they do, then definitely that will be lies. Or what they will do is they will take out certain part of it. There is something that they are going to do. There is something that I believe that they will do. The report, let them bring the report so we can compare with the laboratory that they claim they went to. Because now, I'm sure that they are cooking up stories of some stupid laboratory that does not exist somewhere. That's where they are going to claim that the test was done. We know how they roll. We know. That's what they are going to do. They are going to come up with lies. They are going to come up with lies. For sure. They will be coming up with lies. That is how they behave. They will be coming up with lies. It is no longer Pennsylvania. It is Silverpenia. No, it is Colorado. It is in Hawaii. No, it's not there. It's actually in New York. It's a private laboratory that handles a clandestine, high profile. There's nothing they're not going to tell us. They're going to cook up stories. These are masters of manipulation. These are liars from the pit of hell. They are going to lie. They are going to tell us lies. They are going to. There's nothing that they will not do. Or they will simply blank everybody. They will blank everyone. They will blank everybody. That's what they are going to do. But regardless of whatever it is that they wish to, they want to, whatever it is that they will be doing, we are steps ahead of them. We are steps ahead of them because we will be dragging alongside Mohbad's father. Of course, he will be the one to petition them. He will be the one to drag them to the court. We will just be supporters of Mohbad's father, giving him that courage to press forward, giving him that courage. Why? Because it is not just about Mohbad. There is no sentiments attached to it. It is about humanity. Where do we go from here? If we close our eyes, our ears to this and close our mouth and pretend like nothing ever happened, where do we go from here? It is not supposed to be. This is not good at all. This is bad. This is not acceptable. We cannot encourage this. So he will be dragging them to the court. His lawyers have already prepared it. So it's going to be, at the beginning, Mohbad's father was sort of disabled because of funds and social media narrative. But now that people got to get, they got the real thing about what is happening, the man is happy. The man is happy. The man is happy. He even said Yes, I believe that my son would have done great things, but what you people are doing for me, I don't think my son can do it. He won't be capable, because we are talking about great destinies all over, stretching their hands into Mohbad's father's life positively. Toxicology, autopsy, whatever it is, DNA. People are standing by him like, let's go there. Wherever it is, let's go. We will achieve it. We will attain. We will get it done. So if they're going to charge the Lagos State for producing or releasing or issuing or reading out from or whatever it is, fake autopsy, fake toxicology, fake everything, you guys will be dragged to the court. That laboratory, the laboratory is also prepared to take you guys down. They are taking you guys down. They are taking you down. How can you do this? Why? Why? This is not a good thing. How can you do this? This is evil. This is wickedness. This is wickedness. This is wickedness. From the beginning to, just look at it from the beginning down to this point. If not that we stood our ground strong, we will not achieve nothing. Because these guys are hell-bent. They are hell-bent. They are hell-bent. They are hell-bent. They are hell-bent. So, I don't know what you guys think of it. We will still stand our ground strong. We will maintain our stand. We will maintain our stand, and we will not give up. We will not give up. We will not give up on this one, and we shall get that justice for sure. I know everyone is standing firm on it. Everyone is standing firm on this one, and I'm sure we are all on the same page. Justice for Mohbad.